Hey everyone, it's Nolan with Strike Point Sports. Today is Tuesday, November 5th, and welcome back to another edition of Free Plays with Strike Point Sports. Hope everybody had a good weekend out there. I know we did it at Strike Point Sports. We had a monster football weekend. Tried to go for the five-game sweep. Hit our first four. We were going into Monday Night Football. Needed the Giants +7 to go 5-0 on the week. After that bummer of a weekend we had last weekend, we were really excited about what we did. We went undefeated in college football, hit our 7-unit play in college football. We hit our 5-unit play on the Raiders on Sunday. And then going into the Giants game last night, 6-unit play on the Giants game, and unfortunately we took the loss there. And it stung a little bit. I'm gonna rant just for a second before I get into the free play for you guys, and before I talk about other things about Strike Point Sports. Anybody that's watching this, gambles on sports, is a sport fan, likes football, likes other sports. How in the world can you look at me or a friend or someone and say that the NFL's pass interference rules, challenges, replays makes any sense? Makes any sense. Now, again, this can sound like sour grapes because I was on the Giants and wanted them to cover that line. But it was 23-18 when they called pass interference on the Giants. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say if it was or it wasn't. It was called pass interference, so it had to be pass interference. Kind of hands wrestling around. Didn't really do anything to take the receiver off his route. Pass interference. And then later, they don't call it on Dallas. They review it. Everyone that's talking about it saying it's pass interference, and then they don't call it. It has to go one of two ways. It either has to both be pass interference or neither be pass interference. I just don't get it. And it's getting to the point where, if I wasn't on that game, it'd almost be humorous to just say that the NFL is becoming an absolute disaster with their rules. I talked about this a ways back, when I was talking about how much more I'm starting to enjoy college football because the NFL is just, I don't know, chaos. Just chaos. But I digress. 4-1, almost plus 1,200 or plus 1,140 on the weekend, especially after that bad weekend the weekend before. So feeling really good. Back to those winning ways, having just an absolutely dominant football season right now. 12 of 14 winning weeks, 15-2 in our last 17 top plays. Hit the 7-unit, but obviously lost the 6-unit with the Giants, but also hit the 5-unit win with the Raiders. Going to come back with a 7-unit college football play this week. Probably a 5-unit NFL play. So loving what's going on in football. Absolutely loving it. Basketball. Hit 7 of our last 10 plays. Up almost 1,000 on the season. Love what's happening in pro basketball. Hockey, plus $3,100 run. 7-unit play tonight in the NHL. $3,100 run, 7-unit play in the NHL tonight. www.docsports.com. Find out everything you need to know about Strike Point Sports. Twitter, SPS_DocSports. Again, SPS_DocSports on Twitter. College basketball starts tonight. Everybody loves college basketball. Strike Point Sports ended last season on a nearly plus 7,000 run, plus 6830 last year to end the season. Things are going well. Things are going well at Strike Point Sports. If you're not following us, you got to think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing. Big week. Big week ahead for us. Big football week last weekend to end on a positive note. Free play. College basketball. Number 610, Clemson, minus 6.5 over Virginia Tech. 7 o'clock tip. Both of these teams lost players this offseason, but Clemson, restocked the shelves, so to speak. Virginia Tech's going to struggle this year. It's going to start tonight versus Clemson. Clemson just has a much better team, and they're going to prove it tonight playing Virginia Tech. Okay? The Clemson players have been playing all summer long. Virginia Tech is young, very young. They're not, mature enough, strong enough, big enough, fast enough to battle with the Clemson team. It's not going to happen. 6.5, might even be more than that now. I've seen something as high as 7.5. Doesn't matter. Clemson by double digits tonight. 7 o'clock tip. Number 610, Clemson Tigers over Virginia Tech. That's your free play. Don't forget, 7-unit hockey play tonight. 7-unit college football play this weekend. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. Mustache. Everybody getting the mustaches growing for Movember. Men's health. Grow those mustaches out there. We here at Strike Point Sports do it every November. Grow those mustaches out there. Clemson, 6-10, -6.5 over Virginia Tech. 7-unit NHL play tonight. Killing it in hockey, killing it in the NBA, killing it in football. We're going to do the same in college basketball. Ended last year plus $6,900 run. www.docsports.com. Follow us on Twitter, SPS_DocSports. Strike Point Sports. Everything you need to know when it comes to sports handicapping. And as always, best of luck.